You guys have usually, stayed ahead of teams so far, but tonight was a little bit more grit, a little bit more toughness. What did this win say about just kind of how you guys have just trusted what you guys have done to get to this point?
Credit to our guys, the competitiveness for 48 minutes, I thought it was a little flat, coming out of the game. I thought we actually played some decent defense. They hit some tough shots early in that first quarter. Called an early timeout. Our guys just found their groove. We just kept battling possession after possession, built a lead, a couple of breakdowns late there in that second quarter that, trimmed our lead a little bit. And then we took a huge punch from the Trailblazers. I mean, those guys were playing phenomenal. Lillard got started, Powell got started, Nurkic was taking over in the paint. And then our guys, their positive spirits throughout that third quarter, understand we still got a lot more time left. Let's keep chipping away. Let's just find our groove. Let's find our activity. Kept it pretty close there, going into the fourth quarter. And then we just hit our stride in the fourth quarter. The ball movement, when they were double teaming our pick and rolls, our execution defensively on the ball, we fought a lot in the third quarter, a lot better job in the fourth quarter, but some timely stops, as always the case when it comes to the fourth quarter in a close win. But just really proud of the guys' resiliency over the course of the game where, we weren't there at the start of the first and the start of the third, and to weather that storm and come out big in the fourth quarter was, difference for us.
Drew Hill.
How much was Kyle a boost, especially in that first half when it looked like you needed some scoring, and he delivered pretty much in every area tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he was huge. I mean, we always talk about our defensive activity, fueling our offense. We didn't really have a lot of great pace early in the game. I think we ended up with like maybe 18 fast break points at halftime, and he was a big key contributor for that. I mean, coming up with a couple of steals, I think, and then, rebounds. Guys were getting hits. He was coming up, scooping up the rebounds. He was getting out, attacking, finding lanes one-on-one to get downhill, get to the free throw line. Then in that second half, doing more of the same, defensively, and then just putting the ball in his hands to make, the right reads, in pick and roll settings. So, he was a huge boost for us tonight. Obviously, when we subbed him in the first quarter, he helped turn the tide, and I thought he did a great job when he came in the third. And he played a pretty good stretch there to start the fourth that helped us kind of get that lead back.
Terry Davis.
Hey, Coach, I know you got to be proud of the way Dillon been so consistent these last 5-10 games. He's been a model of consistency. What has he meant for this winning streak?
And he means a lot, but, so many guys have contributed, over this recent stretch here. But, the tone he sets defensively, obviously, led one of the toughest covers in the entire NBA. But he did a heck of a job, playing without fouling, forcing him downhill, not giving easy looks at the three-point. But our bigs were big contributors to that, too, to make it tough on Lillard. And then just the force he plays with on the offensive end, getting downhill, his drives. He had 6 assists tonight. These are all things, he knows the responsibility he assumes on both ends of the floor, and he's just steadily getting better one day after another. And when he plays like that, it makes a huge impact on our team.
Parker Fleming.
Yes, Taylor. So just over these past 2 years, we've really seen John Conchard really put a bigger emphasis on shooting the three ball. And just how cool has his progression been as, someone who really wasn't taking a lot to now he's made like 15 of his past 19 in just this month?
Yeah, I mean, he's playing with a lot of confidence. He does so much for us intangible wise on both sides of the floor. I love the growth he has on the defensive end. Like everything we've challenged him with in the off season, coming into the season as his roles kind of, increase, here recently. He's taken ownership of it. He's putting in the work. I love what he's doing in his individual workouts from a shooting standpoint, just finding that confidence, that groove, on top of all the other, really good things he does for us. And then just the defensive activity, on ball defense, pick and roll defense, help side defense, all things that, he can do at a pretty high level. And he's been really locked in, and he's putting in the work, and it's really paying off for him.
Anyone else? All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. And if I can just say something just real quick, today was a game with a heavy heart for me. I lost my father-in-law today. And I know he's in a better place. It was a rough afternoon for me, but being around this group it means a lot to me. They infused a very positive, joyful spirit for me. My spirit's with my family right now. I know he's in a much better place. He was a wonderful man. Oscar Avila, my father-in-law, meant so much to me, meant so much to so many people and my family. This one's for him, and I know he's smiling down, from heaven. So I love you. I love you so much. I miss you. And, family's going to be good.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.